Yes, peace and blessings, Southfold, the Honorable One, the Success Scholar, Haki Shakur me here. Thank you for tuning in, listening in. Man, just going to get some lunch here. Been connecting the dots and making moves. I wanted to do this piece and discuss the differences between success scholars and PhD holders in this society, and I got it from reading rather recently the Bell Curve, Dr. White Murray, I believe his name is. No, I'm not sure of the name, but you all can look it up. There's a book out called The Bell Curve, and many people actually uphold the PhD as being the epitome of intelligence. And this is important because I've done substantial amount of research in intelligence areas, particularly areas of what's called emotional intelligence. There's a whole field of study that deals with that, and unfortunately many black individuals African Americans, for instance, that are well studied have not necessarily had the time to deal with the sciences of intelligence as well as the science of emotional intelligence to balance that out. So, without pretending that to sound, too deep about the topic, it's more of a celebrity sociological phenomenon that individuals, for instance, having various levels of particularly black people, having self-esteem challenges, have attempted to compensate by giving too much validity and props, if you will, to individuals who have a PhD. Now, I'm not to suggest that, this is not an anti-intellectual discussion. This is not a discussion to discourage education, but what I'm gonna say may outright have some people not particularly agree, but unfortunately how the Western civilization has structured the class phenomenon, the class dynamics, many individuals have positioned themselves with these particular alphabets behind their name, and it doesn't matter what the area of study is, but they've positioned themselves as experts in basically everything. And so what you have, for instance, the unlearned masses of people simply can't fathom or believe that they're PhD doctors. It's the same psychology that people have with their medical doctors, their medical doctor guards. So individuals are actually using that and leveraging these, academic degrees from, traditional institutions, whether it be HBCUs or predominantly white institutions. They're using these accreditations to basically control and manipulate the ignorant masses. And so, and this is not, certainly, because I mean, I've gone to major conferences with several prominently known PhDs, psychologists, the Association of Black Psychologists, as well as ASCAC, and several, business events and several major education conferences. So, I'm always networking with what I perceive as the best and brightest, because on the other end of that, you have grassroots activists, that may not even begin to synthesize or synergize some of the scholarly information that individuals, have grasped or have put together to publish. So my point is that we need more success scholars. We need people who can have an intellectual, comprehensive understanding of individuals in the psychology field, in the sociological field, in the history, in the business world. And so fortunately for me, I've been able to position these phenomena, these really highly intelligent individuals. But what I've seen, for instance, is many of these individuals, they committed themselves to one particular area of study, but we as leaders, as community builders, as nation builders, as those that practice personal self-development and growth and empowerment, there are simply some areas, for instance, that these individuals have not been able to touch upon, and this is where success scholars come in. Fortunately for me, I've had the academic freedom, the time to study broadly, to study a variety of topics that are relevant to community building. And so with that being said, I've been fortunate enough to position these scholarly works and to make it plain, make it practical for individuals. And so this is why, for instance, when I say I have a better plan, it's because I'm listening to, one particular scholar, but then I've been blessed to cross-reference these information, and these individuals, they're not studying their areas. Some people get one-dimensional and they get more intellectually lazy because they don't have to, they don't need to study these types of things. So this is what I wanted to just mention, brothers and sisters. I know you're ready to give me some good food today, so holler at the Success Scholar. All right, Hakeem Shakur had a good show this Monday, this Monday, but coming back this week, and we got something coming, working with some students at Bowie State. So good things are happening. Stay connected to the Success Scholar. Check the rise. We moving forward on another level. I'm out. Peace.